welcome to my reaction to the final episode of Season 2 of Fruit Basket Remake. So episode 25. Yeah, finally made it. So, I just checked, it took me less than a month, I guess. Actually, no. You'll see this reaction way later, but for me right now it's November 18, 2020, and I know exactly when I started reacting to this. It's when on my anime list the news that season 3 was going to end in 2021 was announced, and I just checked. The news was announced in September 21. So yeah, it's been a bit less than 2 months since I started reacting to this. Usually I react to more than one episode a day, but with this show I never really felt like it, except a few times in the beginning. So yeah, it took me almost 2 months with this show. For now, obviously I'll react to season 3 when it happens. But yeah, we're at the end for now. Obviously after the reaction I'll do a review in this video of everything so far. But yeah, I mean, I think if you watch my reaction you generally know what I think of the show. I liked it, obviously. I have a bunch of complaints and stuff, but still, there's a lot to like and a lot to respect. But anyway, last episode. New Year party, Yuki went, he gave, or was it Moyoji gave to Kureno a DVD who probably will be the center picture from the stage play. Akito had a fit, but Yuki is strong now. Machi was much more emotive than what we used to. And I think that's it, top of my head. So let's see what this final episode is about. Episode 25, let's get into this in 3, 2, 1. Oh. And we're getting the opening. So Kureno backstory as the final episode. It could be interesting. I think that might be my favorite opening of the show. I still wouldn't give it more than a 7, but yeah. Kuleno is easily the most brainwashed, since he's always with Akito. This girl. Really. She always does some crazy outfits, but I really like it. Well, yeah, really a great outfit. Sure. Yeah, you'd probably watch it, but that won't be enough. It's the one deepest thing, so. There was also a sinister Shigure in this episode. Yeah. That's what he means. Alright. I mean, when it's written like that, you'd think porn. Watch this alone. I wonder if it's the play in general, or especially a focus shot on Uro. Oh. Best girl. I mean, you might have the same fear as the others. If you get close to her, Akito might try to hurt her. I don't think he could, in a physical way at least. I don't know about that. I don't really trust Jigure anymore. Alright. More and more suspicious. Oh. How convenient. Well, maybe he was waiting for. Fuck you. I mean, pretty sure. Oh, okay. That's what she means. Is he not? Is he not a Zodiac member? Oh shit, okay. That's what I was thinking earlier. Because he's the closest one to him. He might know how to break the curse. Okay, so that's what they mean by breaking the curse. It's not breaking from Akito, it's not being a Zodiac member anymore. Ah, fuck. Okay. So that's what the visual was for. Okay. What else does he have? Not gonna happen. Yeah, that was great. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Did you feel it that the curse is off? Yeah. never feel bad for Akito. Okay, some dumb reason. Absolutely. But I guess even without the curse, he had already been like a puppet for a while. Okay. I mean, doesn't really change much. Still a piece of shit. Never saw that coming. But yeah, doesn't change anything. So I guess that throws away all the idea of gay stuff in this show. Since it's gonna be hard now to say she's. I was going to say is, but fuck, okay. That's a reveal. I'm trying to think of what it adds to the story. That this reveal. Right now, I don't know. As I said, still a piece of shit. Still hate her. And cannot imagine how she is going to be redeemed in any way. No matter how tragic the backstory is, or anything like that, I don't know. We'll see if I change my mind, but right now, yeah. I don't know where this reveal will go. Yeah. Yeah. In my mind, it really doesn't change that much right now. I mean, in shot like that, looks absolutely flat. But in what we just saw, she has it. Well, okay. And that's the end. Man. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this reveal. Right now, I can't really see where, in what way it matters. Could it be that because, yeah, as a Zodiac man, I mean, it could have been the same thing if he was a man, but as a as a Zodiac member when she's with another Zodiac member, they don't transform. So that's why she's so obsessed with keeping them close. Yeah, but it's hard. I have to think about saying her rather than him. Fuck him anyway, right now. I'm not changing that. Um, so anyway, it's time to get into the review of the show so far for me. I'd give this second season a 7. I think when I did my reaction, I gave season 1 an 8, but I would give it a 7 now. I've changed my mind. I enjoyed the show, but I don't know why. I think, as I talked about in the beginning, a lot of shows I react to multiple episodes a day, but Fruit Basket, I never felt reacting like to more than one. I like the show, but for some reason, I don't know. I always have to convince myself to actually record it, While I'm watching it, it's fine, but before, when I have to start the recording, I'm like, I don't feel like it, but once I'm watching, it's fine. I enjoy the show. I think there's a lot of good stuff, but yeah. So yeah, 7 for both season right now. Who knows? Score for me change all the time when I rewatch shows, so it might go up. But for now, that's it. So I'm gonna go into rambling mode now, giving my thought on the show in general, bunch of random stuff. Ooh, best girl, as I said before, I love the delinquent girl archetype, and she's great. So I love her stuff each time she's on screen. Anajima is pretty cute too, in her own way. Creepy, cute, I guess. But yeah, she was entertaining. Toru, as I've said before, she's a bit too perfect. I've been waiting for a real crack in the armor, and there has been small crack, but they're not exactly real big stuff, She's a bit too perfect all the time, always saying the right thing, doing the right thing, being at the right moment with people. So while I like her, I do feel like she's a bit too perfect. The male cast, I mostly don't care about. I do enjoy and quite like how good the growth of Yuki was, for example. There was some really good stuff, from PTSD and abuse and all that to the slow growth of the season that we got, and same for Kyo, I would say. While I'm not the biggest fan of their character, I do really enjoy the story of them, the growth, etc. Shigoro is mysterious but not that interesting. I guess same with most of the other older one, not very interesting. Isuzu, I would say right now, is the most interesting one. Actively trying to break the curse. What else? There's a lot of storyline that I got pretty invested, like this Uokure no Atori and possibly the teacher Mayu, Atsuharu and Isuzu. Yeah, there's a fair amount of romance that I've been pretty invested in, so that's good. I think my biggest praise for this show would be looking at it, it's like the manga started in 1995, I think, something like that. It's pretty old, and still it goes through a lot of pretty interesting subject compared to a classic shoujo manga, I would say. For season 1 example, one thing that I praised is how it barely had any romance, just focused on characters and their struggle and all that. And it's a lot of there's the supernatural bullshit of the Zodiac stuff. It's a lot of genuinely human and real life problem, from like being abused as a child to being abused as an adult, and a lot of good stuff. That's surprising to see explored like that in a shoujo manga, and I guess anime. By all means, this feels as relevant now as it would have felt 20 years ago, I'm sure. This is clearly the kind of show that you can call timeless. Um, well, clearly I don't like it as much as many people. I can see why many people like it that much. I can see why the stuff that's talked about and explored in this show might be really resonating with them. I guess for me it would be just because I've seen other show before that's already done that for me. So this one doesn't really hit as hard. I think all the ideas I said explored in this show are pretty interesting, pretty relevant, timeless. You know, like abuse and all that. But yeah, for me it just doesn't hit as hard because I've probably already seen some other show that's marked me with those subjects. You know. What else? I never really liked the opening or ending that much. They weren't bad, just didn't care for them much. Voice acting is great. Music, I think there was 2 or 3 tracks that I really liked. Otherwise, the rest was a bit, how would I say, just unremarkable. Yeah, outside of 2 or 3 tracks. What else? I guess I really like the character design for the female character. And that's it for now. I don't really know what else to say. So I have the news right there. Final Fruit Basket anime season airs in 2021. The news broke out in September 21 for my anime list. Yeah, there's no date yet, so. And there's also the fact that, you know, with the pandemic and all that shit, it might be reported to later. I mean, if it's me, I would hope it's beginning of 2021, so I don't have a huge gap between this reaction and season 3. I'm afraid to forget a lot. Let's see the gap between season 1 and 2. I think it was only a year. Let's see. Season 1 aired in April 2019. Season 2 April 2020. Okay, so if we're lucky, yeah, beginning of the year, but with the pandemic it wouldn't be surprising if it's reported to later. Anyway, despite, you know, the complaint I had, etc., I still think it's a pretty great show. Definitely worth watching for most people. Definitely a flagship title to show to people who think shoujo is just dumb romance and stuff like that, or it's just for girls or something like that. It's definitely one of the choice you would choose, because it deals with way more than just romance and all that. It's a genuinely good show in general. So yeah, hope you enjoy my reaction. You know, as always, it's a bit hard for me to say that since I know I'm not a great reactor, but I have some dumb shit, like I react to a show at 6 a.m. Like right now it's not even 7 a.m. yet. But yeah, I hope you still enjoyed. Obviously, I'll react to season 3 when it happens. Probably not when it's airing. After it's airing, I don't like reacting to airing show. So yeah, I guess see you then, or see you in whatever else I react to that you might have an interest in. If you're wondering, I have other shoujo that I'm definitely planning to try at some point. For a few names, I get this one about this girl that lives with a god, Kami something something. There's Oran High School Club, Host Club. There's that one. Yeah, there's a fair amount of shoujo still that I'm interested in reacting to. So if you're looking forward to that, there will be more eventually. Anyway, enough rambling from me. Thanks for watching. See you in whatever else or in season 3.